Hi Andrea, it's Eric here. Pleased to meet you virtually, and I hope these short instructions on how to modify your quiz questions will be useful. I've just got a copy of POE206 here up on the screen, and if you follow this procedure, I think it should be pretty straightforward. So if you just click on quizzes over here on the toolbar, it'll bring you to the quiz tool. And let's say, for example, you want to modify the questions in quiz number 2 because quiz number 2 hasn't opened yet. Oh, you can only do this for a quiz that hasn't yet opened. So I'm going to go into quiz number 2, for example. I can't remember where we're at in the semester and whether or not you've done quiz number 2 yet or not. Then go to the tab called Layout and Questions. Now it turns out with the upgraded access that you've been given to POE 206, you're now going to see this button called Add Edit Questions. Okay, before you click it, I want to show you something else. You see right here, down here it says Section 1, choose a random question, and we'll choose one question from a list of 23 available questions. Okay, now hypothetically I'm going to reduce the amount of questions available because maybe you want to choose the best 20 or something like that, and you want to delete 3 of them, 3 from the choices. So I just want you to note it says 1 to 23, and we'll confirm later that number will decrease from 23 once we delete some questions. So now navigate over to this button, Add Edit Questions. So from here, it's section 1 is the one that you're interested in navigating. There's only going to be one, I believe. Here are the 23 questions, and if you scroll all the way down, it's actually set to show 20 per page. That's why it says 1 of 2 pages. But if I say like show 50 per pages, for example, now you'll see all 23 questions. See, it says 23, all 23 questions on a single page. Now at this point you can select, let's select a few that, let's say we want to delete. So I'm going to delete 6 of them here. So I just select the ones I don't want and I hit delete. Okay. So now if I scroll down and convince myself, yes, I have 17 questions remaining. Now, if I click this button here, I'm going to scroll just a smidge to give you a better look at it. It says Back to Quiz Layout. So you click Back to Quiz Layout. Now you're over here, and look what it says. Lo and behold, 1 of 17. So this works. You can actually reduce the number of questions that you make available to your students, and they will randomly choose from that reduced pool. You can only do this now that you have access to this Add Edit Questions button. When you had your lower access as an instructor, you were going through what's called the question library up here. The question library doesn't work in a similar fashion. If you delete questions using that tool, then you won't be able to, it will not decrease this number 17 any lower. So when you were doing that with your previous quiz number 1, it wasn't decreasing the number any lower, and students were still having access to all the questions. It was a bit confounding from your perspective. So anyway, that's how to do it with your increased access. Let me know if this tutorial was useful to you, okay? Take care now. Bye-bye.